Back now on Triad today, and if you've come across the phrase NC Works and you're wondering what that is, what it does, what it means, we have someone that's going to help us with that. Right here in the studio with us, our good friend Tony Mizzi. He's a Career Center Manager for North Carolina Works Career Center for Scythe under the Department of Commerce, the State Department of Commerce. Welcome, Tony. How you doing?
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate you having me today.
Very briefly, let's just sort of do an icebreaker here. What is NC Works? How does that intersect with Goodwill? Sort of give me a background quick.
Okay, so NC Works is the state's workforce development brand. The NC Works Career Centers operate under the authority of workforce development boards, our local board being the Piedmont Triad Workforce Development Board.
Okay. And then Goodwill comes in as what? How does that partnership work?
Goodwill, back in March or April 2018, was awarded by the Workforce Center Board the One-Stop Systems Operator as well as the Adult Dislocated Worker Program to go along with the Next Gen program they've already been operating.
Right. Now what are some of the, we don't have to list everything, but some of the services that available to customers utilizing the center? And again, there's a menu of things I know, but sort of give me an overview of what kind of services.
Well, we have trained staff that work in the centers, and they work with customers coming in seeking job training and employment opportunities. They'll do a quick assessment of the customer, kind of determine where that customer is in their job search. We have a career resource room with computers, internet activity.
And that's especially good for people who've been out of the workforce,
Correct.
Maybe older guys like me, and they, hey, I don't know how to use this stuff, and what can I do?
Right, and we have the staff there that will help them get on, and our goal is to get them registered in the NC Works online so that they can assist them with their job search. And then if they assess that, hey, there's some other opportunities for them, we have other programs that they can make referrals to.
Let's talk about employers for a second.
Okay.
How do these services help? What's available to employers? Because we know it's helping the people try to get in touch with what kind of job they need. What about employers? What do you do with them?
We have business service representatives that go out and work with employers in our community because we want to try to create a pipeline of qualified candidates for these employers. We assist employers with registering their businesses on NC Works online. We assist them with their recruiting by posting their jobs in the NC Works career system. We assist them with hiring events.
And so they can meet with the employees and prospective employees,
Yes.
and sort of get a feel, one-on-one at these fairs and things that you do. And I think that's important, that they're not just a number somewhere. They can sit face to face with somebody. What
Yes.
kind of feedback do you hear from customers?
Get a lot of positive feedback. A lot of times we get customers that come back and say, wow, I didn't realize this was here. I didn't know that y'all did this. I didn't know about your workshops and all the other activities that we provide them to.
Oh, I'll put you on the spot for a second. A personal question. Very quickly, what kind of gratification do you get from working in this kind of an arena where there's employers, employees, people that need work, they have needs that aren't being met? What do you get out of this?
It's a personal gratification. I know when I first came out of the military, I was, where do I go? How do I do this? I thought coming off the military active duty, I would be snapped up, and I experienced some time of trying to find a job, and I'm glad that I can have a resource now and have an understanding that I can assist that person.
That's just great. Really, you know where the pitfalls are, and you can sort of help them. All right, up on screen, I want to do a couple things here. GoodwillNWNC.org. Go to that website, find out about all sorts of workforce development programs that Goodwill does. Goodwill Industries of Northwest North Carolina, GoodwillNWNC.org. And also on screen, ncworks.gov. That'll give you some general information about the program, ncworks.gov. And remember, going back to Goodwill, it's very important. Sometimes we think, well, what's the big deal? I'll just donate some old clothing or some household items to Goodwill. That's what drives everything, folks. When you make those donations, those items then show up in the Goodwill retail stores, and the proceeds from those items go to help support workforce development programs, and it goes round and round, and we get people back to work. So it's important to keep donating household items, clothing, and everything that you have for Goodwill. Tony Mizzi, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Jim.
We'll be right back after.